ASOF join is a new kind of SQL join that is currently supported in Snowflake and is very useful if you're working with time series data or event driven data. In this video, let's dive deeper into what it is and how to use it. Let's understand ASOF join using a realistic problem statement. Imagine you're building a report for a trading platform and you have been given two tables, trades and quotes. Trades is the actual execution order. It has time, symbol and quantity. Quotes is the market price updates over time for each symbol. Symbol basically is the company symbol that is represented in the share market. And then you have a business problem. Before looking into this, let's first look at what these two tables actually mean. So the trades table has few fields. So there is a trade ID, there is a symbol. You can see that this is the symbol for the companies Apple and Google. This is the trade time, the time when the trade happened, and how much quantity basically was involved in the trade. Basically what this means is whether the shares were purchased or sold. So 100 shares were either purchased or sold at this particular trade time, right, of this particular company. This is what the trade table means. Then we have the quotes table, which is basically the market price. So for each of these shares at different time, what was the share price? So at 9 o'clock, the share price of Apple was $180. At 9:05, it became 181.5. At 9:10, it became 182.25. Right? This is what it means. Now let's look at what your task is. Using these two tables, for every trade, you need to show the market price that was in effect at the moment the trade was executed. So what this means is, for each trade, so let's say the first trade here, that is of Apple, which happened at 9:30 seconds, we want to know what was the market price at this time. So in order to know the market price of this time, we probably will need to join the two tables using the symbol, of course, but we cannot just join using the symbol, right? Because if I join using the symbol, there are multiple records for the symbol, so I will get too many duplicate records. So I will probably need to join on the time as well. So I have the trade time here, 9 to 30, and in the quotes table, I also have this quote time, but I do not have the exact time, right? Because this is basically the different time during the day when the share prices could have fluctuated, right, or changed. But the trade time is the exact point in time when someone basically performed some trade, when they purchased or sold a particular share. So the trade time will not always match with the quote time, right? Now, if I just do an inner join using the symbol and the time, I will basically not get any records. So for example, let's say if I just do an inner join here, and if I'll just put this here, and let's say I will join it with, I'll join it using the inner join. I'll say the quotes table Q, and I'll join it using, let's say, the symbol. So Q dot symbol equal to the trade table symbol, right? But I cannot just join using the symbol, because if I just do this, I'll get too many records because there will be duplicate records, right? So I also need to join using the time. So let's say if I join using Q dot quote time is equal to T dot trade time, and now if I run it, you can see that I'm getting no records. Why? Because the trade time is not always the same as the quote time, right? So inner join will not work here, or basically any other type of join will not work here. And this is exactly where you will need something called as an ASOF join, because ASOF join is going to join the two tables using a timestamp field or a date field, where it will either look for an exact match or it will look for the nearest record which is preceding the current value or the following the current value. Now let's see how that exactly works. So basically at this first trade that happened at 9:02, if I want to know what was the price of Apple, I can go to the quotes table. I can see that at 9 o'clock the price was 180. So at 9:02 also the price should be 180, because the price changed was at 9:05, right? So the first trade, which is happening at 9 o'clock 2 minutes, the price should be the price that was here at 9 o'clock, that is 180. Right? So let's try to use ASOF join and use this match condition to build our logic. So what I'm going to do is I'll change this inner join to ASOF join, and then I will keep the on condition to join the two tables using the symbol. We will need that, but I'll remove this time join, but rather I'll add an additional thing here, which is called as match condition. Now this match condition is something extra that you need to use when you're using ASOF join, and here you need to basically provide how you want to join the two records based on the timestamp or the date fields, right? And here I'm just going to say my trade time. So the trade time, so let's say the trade time is of 9 to, right? It has to be greater or equal to the quote time. So this one, right? Now if I run it, okay, let's say I'll only fetch the fields that I want. I'll say everything from the trade table and just the price from the quote table. And if I run it, now you can see that I'm getting still 6 records. So 1 record for each trade. I have the symbol, the trade time, the quantity, and now I have the price. Now if you look at this, for the first record, the trade time at 9 to 30, it's telling the price of the share is 180, which is actually correct. That is what we wanted. At 9:05, the share price changed to 181, right? So the second trade, which is happening at 9:06, it should take the price at that moment in time. At 9:05, we know from the quotes table, the price changed to 181. So now in this particular report, we are getting 181 for this particular trade, which happened at 9:06, and so on and so forth, right? So basically, this is the condition, the match condition, which kind of tries to find or tries to join the two tables, either if there is an exact match or the nearest match, either by matching the preceding value or the following value. So this is the whole concept of ASOF join, and it can be very useful when you are dealing with concepts where you want to join some tables and you have time or date fields and you know that it may or may not always match. If you're watching this video, you are probably interested in learning and practicing SQL, right? And if that's the case, you should definitely check out SQLNest. SQLNest is a platform that I have created. It is specifically designed for anyone who wants to learn and practice SQL. If you want to find some best-in-class recorded SQL courses or hybrid SQL courses from beginner to advanced level, you will find it there. Or if you want to just solve real-world SQL interview problems, you will find it on SQLNest as well. Or let's say you just want to do some SQL projects, or you want to solve some real-world scenario-based SQL problems, then you will find SQL case studies on SQLNest platform. So if you want to see how I have used my 16 plus years of working with SQL into creating this amazing platform, then you'll find a link to the platform in the video description. Definitely check that out. Thank you. Bye.